Everybody, questions for Jill, please. Justin Levine.
Hey, Jill, thanks so much for doing this. Obviously not the optimal result for Team Bauer today, so I have a pair of questions for you. Number one being, in a year that's been so uncertain due to the challenges of COVID-19, as a player, how do you keep yourself going when you don't know when your next competitive hockey action is, given that it's been more than a year since the last time PWHPA hockey was played ahead of this event?
Yeah, I mean, you just said it. It's been a pretty tough year, when it comes to finding the light at the end of the tunnel. So for us, it was just a day-to-day motivation kind of thing. Fortunately, in Montreal, I'm surrounded by some incredible athletes that, we just get to push each other every day. And I think we were optimistic that something was going to happen eventually. We didn't know when, but it just gave us something to work forward to every single day. And I think we just stayed as optimistic as we could. And, it's working out for us here.
And my second question for you, this year, Montreal, despite challenges of COVID-19, has been fairly lucky to be able to work in the Centre 2102 and practice with scrimmages and stuff, whereas Toronto and Calgary haven't really been able to skate since September. So that being said, that building, Danielle Sauvageau is, I believe, the head of that building. So can you speak about, I guess what it means to you as a player in person to be able to have Sauvageau there with you and her leadership with Montreal, after providing them ice time and resources, just, helping to, further the women's game herself, and now bring her presence here to guide you guys through this 7-game showcase?
Yeah, I mean, Danielle Sauvageau is a legend. I have a picture of her in 2002. I think every little hockey girl had that photo at the Olympics when they won gold. And she's just an icon in sport. But what I'm realizing, after having the opportunity to, play under her and see how she works, she just does everything with, this level of excellence. It's crazy. We're spoiled, and the stuff she does behind the scenes for us in Montreal has been incredible. In a year where the world was shut down, she did everything possible to make sure that, we were able to keep going. And she didn't do it for herself, and it was very clear. She was just doing it because she's so passionate about us and about, the growth of the game and, seeing us play the sport we love. So we've been so fortunate, and we've had, all the resources that we need through a pretty tough time. So, I'm very thankful to, not only play underneath a hero of mine, but, definitely be able to share this experience with her as well.
And lastly, if you could speak to the addition and the importance, for that matter, of Laura Stacey to Team Bauer this year.
Yeah, no, Stacey's been awesome. She's a good buddy of mine off the ice, and clearly on the ice, she's a huge force for us. Her speed is unmatched in the world, and I think her and Coyne would have a good race for sure. But she's just an incredible athlete, incredible teammate. And I feel very lucky to be around her in the rink, on the ice, and outside the rink as well. She's a great person that really makes everybody around her better as well.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Murphy, please.
Hey, Jill, thanks for taking the time. Something that really stands out about Team Bauer is all the speed, really up and down the lineup. But I feel like that speed is optimized. We got to see a lot of rushes and opportunities because of the way the defenders on this team move the puck. And, it's really interesting with Carell back there too, playing D. And I know it was fun talking to her about scoring a goal yesterday as a defender. But looking at, the way that Aaron and Jamie in particular move the puck, I was wondering what you could talk to us a bit about the defenders who probably don't get as much credit as they deserve.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the really special thing about our team in Montreal is that we're so deep. And, for anyone who walked into our dressing room, you'd think we were a bunch of best friends. And I mean, it's true to some extent. We're so close off the ice. And I think that chemistry really shows on the ice. In the back there, we have some players that have played, with the national team, with the Olympic team, who have played forward. Sam and Cax played forward in university. So, for everybody to just, sacrifice and play the role that they're given, it's pretty incredible. It just makes this team that much closer. And you can tell that the decor is gelling and coming together every day, getting better every single day. And I think they're only going to get better throughout the showcase.
And another quick one is the power play coming through with a big goal at the end. Of course, it didn't prove to be enough, but a big day for special teams. I was wondering how important that is in a kind of a format like this, where you kind of have to get it all together and be on top of everything. And I'm wondering if it feels good to have that little boost of confidence from the special teams play tonight.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, games are won and lost in the special teams, whether it's killing or power play. So, for us, we came up short scoring in the game, and I think didn't get off to a great start. Definitely progressed throughout and really took advantage of our special teams. I think we used our PK actually to our advantage tonight. Used that to get our energy and our motivation going, and so that when we did get a chance on the power play, we were able to control it, move it around, and put it in the back of the net. So. I mean, that's what the power play needs to do. And they did it tonight, which was really important. And hopefully, next game we can capitalize on a couple more.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We have time for a couple more here. So Kirsten from the Victory Press, please.
Hi, yeah, speaking of the special teams, I want to look back at, there was the one PK shift early in the game where your stick broke in the middle of some heavy offense. And I'm wondering in sort of that split second where you have to make a decision to go for the risky change or to just sort of commit to doing what you can on that shift. Is there a thought process or is it pure instinct kicking in? But what's sort of that moment of brief panic like, I guess?
Yeah, no, I mean, I love the PK. It's my favorite part of hockey. So, when something crazy like that happens, my stick breaks, I'm definitely not thinking about getting off. I'm thinking about, how can I get my my body in front of that puck? How can I block it? Is it going to be a 2-pad stack? I guess it was today. But just doing anything to sacrifice the body to make sure I'm keeping the puck out of the net for my team. I think it's a really good opportunity to get motivation and get the energy going. So definitely wasn't thinking about hopping off the ice there, but more so finding the lanes because they obviously have some great shooters on that team, and we got to keep them honest for sure and make sure we're getting in the lanes and keeping the puck out, which I think was really big for us. And I think that specific PK, the girls that went before me also did an incredible job getting it down the ice, and it was huge. And I think that was a turning point for us in the game.
All right, thanks. We're going to let Jill catch the bus now. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.